This is Brooke Özlem Erol, Coffee Time again. If you remember during our last video, we have talked about all the different things that we can think of or all the excuses that we come up when we want to do something really big in our lives. That could be a big dream that we have, and we probably have it and autoplay it in our mind, but we also have a lot of reasons why we can't do that. And one of them was having two voices. We really do, and it's not really maybe two separate voices in the scientific terms, but what one does is to protect us. And some people call it the ego mind. And that's the one that really saves our lives when we are in danger. And you might have heard the flight, freeze, fight terms. So that's the one that really saves our lives when we are in real big danger. So we don't want to think too much and we have to act really quickly to be out of danger. So it serves us really well. But it helped us especially in the much older and last centuries when we had a lot of nature in the world. But now we don't, but that mind is still very active. So that part of your brain always wants you to stay safe. Safe within your comfort zone, don't want you to take a lot of risks. It is very fearful of you failing. So it wants you to be really doing well, but they don't want you to really stretch your limits. It's just more comfortable that way. So this is our ego speaking. So it's not something that we want to get rid of actually. Our ego mind, this voice really helps us out. So instead of fighting with it, when that voice becomes really loud, and especially it will come loud when you do something extraordinary, when it's not in your comfort zone, it will want you to stop. You can just listen and say, and you can really literally say that inside of your mind or even out loud, that I am not listening to you. Thanks for trying to protect me, but I am not gonna listen to this voice. The other voice at the other hand is really wants you to get out of your comfort zone and do something better with your life. And those are the ones probably who find me and watch this video, because otherwise you would have stopped watching me by now. Because these are only for people who want to stretch themselves, maybe feel uncomfortable at times, but know in the heart of their hearts that there's more to life than what they have right now. Not that there's anything wrong with the life that they have, but this voice, the other voice, tells them there is something that they can do more of, be more aligned with, maybe using your gifts and maybe using your talents, and to have a more joyful and fulfilled life. Not an okay life, but a fulfilled life. So that is the voice that we can listen. And the way you can tell the difference between them is one will act out of fear. Of course, that's the ego voice because it doesn't want you to take the risks. And the other one makes you feel like excited. When you visualize the dream that you have created in the first videos and thinking about it, it just makes you so excited. So that is the voice that we need to listen and make sure that we know which one is which. And how do we do that? Like we discussed the last time, we need to have a lot more self-awareness. And how do we have more self-awareness? That's by having me time, whatever you call it. It could be meditation, it could be taking breaks and going for a walk in the nature, at the beach, in the forest, or just staying in your room and just breathing and meditation, mindfulness. Whatever helps you to get out of the zillion thoughts that we have throughout the day. So just like Deepak Chopra says, it's not the positive mind that we need, we more like to have a quiet mind. Because we have millions and millions of thoughts going in a great, unbelievable pace in our minds, and we don't even know it unless we stop. And that's why taking deep breaths and breathing is really important, because that's the only time that you know there's so many thoughts coming in, because you can't concentrate on your breathing. Especially in the first cases when you just started practicing meditation, you know that you have another thought after another thought, and it's hard to stop them. It makes you realize there's so many things going on in your brain in every second. So when we build more self-awareness by building me time, being silent and not doing anything, concentrating on breathing or walking, whatever works for you, then we get to hear the two voices. One of them trying to keep us safe, which we also need in emergencies and really hard times, but another voice which wants us to pull forward and take some risks. So those are the story of our two voices, and I'm sure in the future we're gonna go into more details of what that means. Controlling our thoughts is crucial for us to move in our path that serves us well and serves others much better too. So, this is it for now. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Again, it's Brooke Özlem Erol. Bye bye.